Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Miss Fred and today is TpT Tuesday, but we're filming on a Wednesday because I didn't film yesterday. I just did not get a chance to get this done. For those of you who are regulars, it's kind of weird to have regulars, but you will know that I missed last TpT Tuesday as well. Everything is fine, but I did have an emergency that pulled me out of town for a few days. So I left on Tuesday to go deal with that emergency, and we're all good now. But it just took up my whole week. And then I came back into Denver um, on Friday morning, and then I had my big choral festival this weekend. And then the last couple of days, I've just been playing catch up. Um, Everything in my life is just a little bit messy right now, but I wanted to update you on my TpT journey for the month of May so far. And I also wanted to talk to you about what else is going on in my life. So let's do TpT first. That way, if that's what you're here for, we can get that out of the way and we'll go from there. So let me go ahead and share the screen and get started with this information that you came to see. So because things have been so wild, I'm just going to do May earnings so far. So I know that I typically go on a week by week basis, but I missed the last 2 weeks and it's Wednesday. And just to make things easier, I'm going to do earnings for the entire month of May up until today. So May has been a pretty slow month for me, but I'm actually not really surprised. A lot of school districts are already getting out. So I think it's very common if you're an East Coast person that you go from like September to June. In the West, we typically go from August to May. I'm in a year-round school. I go from July to June. Really May 31st, actually. Last year we went to like June 2nd. So it just depends on when Memorial Day falls, but 1 week past Memorial Day. So all of that is different, but I didn't expect to make a ton of money this May. I can see that people are sort of just buying little one-off products, and I can tell the type of shopper that I have right now is the get through the end of the year shopper. So they're buying sub plans, they're buying more one-off things rather than like bundles. So I've had a really good amount of sales this month, but they've been just like little ones here and there. So yeah, so we started off strong with a couple of sales on the first and second. Then we took a few days off. Then I sold a bundle, which was great. Then we have a few days off. Then I've had some pretty steady sales with a day or three off in between. So this is what my sales report looks like so far. I've made $58.54 in the month of May. It is my lowest earning month, but I'm not surprised. We're headed into summer and most teachers are wrapping things up, and they finish their final concerts. Maybe they're working on like solo and ensemble music or something, or they're just like in movie watching mode after their final concert, or like letting kids study for finals. I know that happens a lot in music as well. So we're doing really well. I think I showed you this last time, but my store ranking is up to the 92nd percentile from April, so that's very exciting. We're doing well, and I have 27 followers and 6 reviews, which is wonderful. My year-to-date earnings are 788.69. I've almost hit that 800 mark for sales, and then I've broken the 600 mark for earnings. So this number is what I take home, and this number is what is like the actual sold. So these are the past 600 is a milestone for sure, and then the 788 is good. So feeling really good about that. Just take a look at the store. I can't remember yet, but I think I still have my April. Yep, I still have my April banner up. It's been a tough month for me. Just very busy and lots of things going on. Still sitting at 75 products. I actually finished making a product today, and it's one that I've told you about before that I just never finished. So I'll tell you about that today and I'll show it to you. I'm really proud of it, especially for what I made it for. But one of my products that I have is my musical elements, Cornell notes and lectures. So what I've noticed is teachers tend to gravitate for music towards the things that are sort of like lower prep. This is notes that you would have to do a lecture with, and you'd have to actually be the lecturer. So I haven't sold too many of these. I've sold a few, but this is the product that I made this week goes with. I haven't got it up yet, but I'll get it up yet. So these are lecture slides for musical elements. This is basically most of my, like I'm rambling, most of my assignments are listening based assignments because we're looking at music history. So I give like a little mini history lesson and then we do listening assignments. Listening assignments are where the students are asked to talk about melody, rhythm, harmony, timbre, dynamics, texture, and then just like what the music is evoking, what it makes you feel. This is a very good preparatory assignment for all of that. There's digital Cornell notes that go with it. The students are given thought-provoking questions. What's different about this than my other assignments is it's not a self-contained, like there's no full paragraphs. These are just bullet point lectures because this is supposed to be more discussion based and listening based in class. I have the digital and printable version, but I wanted to make this really fun. So what I did was I added an escape room component, and what I'm so excited about for this escape room, and so I'm going to actually show you the escape room, is that I based it off of an actual student of mine. So I have this fantastic student at my school, and his family owns a record store, and so I based it off of their family's record store. So I'm really excited about it. Let me go ahead and share my screen, and I'll show you this fun assignment. So it's called Escape from Iconic Records. And then I went ahead and illustrated it. So basically, just like any other escape room, the students have some choice, and their job is to answer questions about the musical elements. And that's how they're working towards getting a code to unlock the door because the dog has locked them into the record store. And this is like the dog is named after this family's actual dog and their actual record store. So it's very, just for me, it's near and dear to my heart because this is such a fantastic student that I have. And I think it's really cool that he has a record store. And they've mentioned to me before, like, oh, send your music students down to the record store so they can listen to some of these pieces that you're having them listen to on vinyl so they don't have to always listen on YouTube. So, if you're in southern New Mexico, you should definitely go and check out the local record store in Las Cruces, New Mexico. As you know, I live in Denver, but I'm gonna be stopping by to visit when I go home for a visit. So that's the product that I finally finished. And escape rooms take a very long time to make. At least my first one took a very long time to make. It was really difficult to get that whole like, okay, well, if you choose this, where do you go? And if you choose this, where do you go? Where does it send you to in the form and what happens? And yeah, it was a really big learning curve, learning to make it and to make it colorful and to make it exciting. I don't know if I'm going to be making a ton more escape rooms. We'll see how well this one sells. But it was a fun exercise, and so I'm thinking of making more. So let me know what you think about that. So that's my TpT journey so far. We're doing great. I feel really good about it, especially considering I have not been making a lot of products lately. I'm really looking forward to getting into summer, which is coming soon, so that I can make more products and get more stuff out there and just like find new things. And so I do have an announcement to make about that, and I have decided to start a second store. So I have not made it yet. What I want to do is just get a few products made that are going to go in the store so that when I launch the store, I can launch it with some products in it. And I'm just going to see how it goes. So I'm going to do an English lit store. It's going to be called Ready Freddy. for obvious reasons, like my name is Fred, but also ready as in like reading, READ, Ready Freddy. So that is my plan for the English store, and I have designed the logo for it. And so that was really fun. And then I've just been brainstorming things that I want to do with my English language arts students next year. Um, and uh teaching English this year, especially taking over so many English classes in the fourth quarter, has been a lot. So it's given me a lot of ideas for things that I think would be fun. And I did a lot of feedback surveys about my music products with my students, and they really like doing Cornell style notes. They really like doing these digital assignments. They think they're attractive and easy to follow. And so I'm going to follow that same digital format for my ELA products, especially since I teach in a virtual school. So yeah, I'm excited. And it's also nice because like when my brain can't do music anymore, it'll give me another outlet. And what's so cool about lit products is there's so many great books. So if I do novel study units, I can do things on novel studies where there's not a lot out there on TPT. And especially for some newer novels that I think would be great for kids, but don't necessarily aren't seen in schools a lot. Here is a great example of one, this Legendborn series. I just think, sorry, my apartment is really messy right now, so it's been, like I said, a lot. So sorry it's such a mess in here. But this Legendborn book, I talked about it before. This is such a great book. And I think it would be one. It's a big, thick book, but I think this would be great to do with high school students if you have the time to do a bigger novel study, because it is so fun. It's fantasy. It has like sci-fi elements, but it also talks about like race and people's place and that idea of not fitting in because of who your family is. And it talks about like the different ways with which like the white families deal with their magic and the black families deal with their magic, and just the historical and generational things, generational trauma. It's things that kids can really relate to. Um it got a John Steptoe New Talent Award and the Coretta Scott King Award. So this is a great book. Not a ton of stuff out there on it. It's easy to find stuff on Lord of the Flies, hard to find things on newer literature. So that's going to be something that I'm looking forward to doing. In addition to that, I'm going to be doing some other fun activities and assignments that are specifically geared towards my ELA students. So I decided, after looking at other teachers and talking with other teachers and reading your comments, that because music is so different, it's not like I'm doing music in theater. If I did theater stuff, I could easily put that onto music, or I could put the theater stuff with English because I can see how those two things make sense. But with music, what they really have in common is the poetry. And then outside of that, not as much. So I'm going to be launching that store potentially over the summer. If not, then in the fall, because I'm trying to earn some other streams of income. So some other ways I've been earning income is, um, I I took on more classes. There was a teacher who had to step out for the rest of the year, and I took on a lot of her classes. So I'm getting just some hours for taking over those classes, their English classes. And so that's earning me some extra money. I just signed on at the school here in Denver that I work at to do 3 productions next year. So this year I did 1 production, and they're gonna have me do 3 productions next year, which is very exciting. I'm gonna do a musical review, a play, and then a full-length musical. So that is the plan for making some extra income next year. And then I think I'm actually going to take on some piano and voice lessons as well. I'm teaching summer school this summer. I already started summer school for the university. That started today, and I published on my classes yesterday. So that is just like we're getting the ball rolling with those. And then I have been working on stuff to get started for summer school within my district. So I'm going to be teaching summer school with my district. And then, and other than that, this summer, that's all the extra work that I can really handle outside of TpT because I'm doing so many trainings. So I have 4 PDs this summer. I'm doing ISTE. I'm doing, it's like an ed tech thing. I'm doing the InstructureCon for Canvas, and then I'm doing 2 AP trainings to do AP Lit and AP Lang. So sorry, my phone is blowing up, of course, because I am on doing a video. Of course my phone will be blowing up. But yeah, it's been good. Lots and lots of work. I want to get up to 100 products over this summer. So I want to try, my goal is that by the time school starts, I want to have 25 products. And I guess when I say school starts, I mean by August, because my school starts in July, but my other school starts in August. So I'm just going to try to make it like by August, we're at 100 products in my main store, which is my music store. And then I'm just gonna get the ball rolling with my English store. So no hard and fast plans for that yet, other than just to take the things that I'm already making and already working on and put them in that store too, so that I can sell some of my ELA products. I'm reading a book right now. I'm in a more nonfiction space right now. So I'm reading a book called How Not to Die, which is very interesting, very scientific, but very cool. So if you're interested in, this guy who wrote it is like basically looking at all of these really common nutritional studies and making sense of them and synthesizing it into understanding what is real, what is kind of fake news in the diet industry. And he has a team of people reading all of these thousands of studies and then cataloging them and then synthesizing the information. And in addition to that, he hired like, I want to say 10 fact checkers to fact check his writing. And all of his proceeds for the book go to charity. He doesn't take money from the book. So he's really big on in integrity within his writing, which is really nice to see. So that's really interesting if you're into nutrition books. That's something that I'm reading right now, How Not to Die, by Michael Greger. I'm listening to it on audiobook. And for fiction, I've just kind of taken a step back because I've been so overloaded with English, and I just feel like I can't hold a story in my head. So I will get back on my reading grind here pretty soon, and I will get my bookshelves cleaned up and put back together in my life a little bit back together next week. But I didn't want to go 2 full weeks without making a TpT Tuesday video. So TpT Wednesday today. But I hope you are all doing super, super well. Thanks for following along with my journey, and I will try to get back on schedule next week. So you will see me next Tuesday for a TpT Tuesday update, as well as updates on my other side hustles, streams of income, and ways that I make money as a teacher and a teacherpreneur. So thanks so much for watching, and have a great day.